Hi everyone, we're here today is Ebass and I welcome you to my show. Here with me here today is TheKittyGirl, the Kitty Girl. Hello Kitty Girl.
Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for coming around. It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome. I was happy to do it.
Yeah. So can you briefly introduce yourself to us, what you do on the Hive blockchain and what you represent?
Well, I'm not sure where to start. That's such an open-ended question. Well, I came to the blockchain in late 2017. It was September. I had been on another site prior to the Hive blockchain, and there was someone who had come to Hive, and actually it was our legacy chain back in those days, not Hive, but the other chain, which we will not mention its name. And they said it was a good place to come and blog and earn a little bit of crypto, and it sounded too good to be true, so I didn't come right away. And he came back and said, "Hey, guys, you really need to come see this." And so I finally gave in and went and looked at it. And I was pretty impressed with what I saw, and so I was then someone who went back to that other side and told people, "Yeah, you really do need to come look at this. The other guy was right." And I've just been here ever since.
So how long have you been on the Hive blockchain?
It's just been over 7 years, almost 7.5 years now. Yeah, I came in 2017, so my last anniversary was September of this past year. It was 7 years, and looking forward to the 8th anniversary later this year.
Oh wow, congratulations to you, and I wish you good luck.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so how do you manage your workspace and your personal life on Hive? Because I know you to be a very busy person, and then you manage a lot of communities, and you're also a moderator in a lot of communities. You're always active. So how do you balance your lifetime with your personal time?
Well, it is a little bit hard. One of the things that helps is I am actually retired at this point. I'm 69 years old. I'll be 70 later this year. So my working life is behind me. I've worked hard all my life, and I'm enjoying this retirement. But I have pretty much turned Hive into a full-time job. I didn't intend for it to happen that way. It just sort of happened naturally. But so that makes it a little bit easier for me to balance the workload, looking at Hive as a job that I do during the day. But I am involved in a lot of communities, that's true. I co-founded the terminal with 2 other women, and the goal of the terminal is like a travel terminal. You come there and we help you to learn the etiquette and workings of the Hive blockchain and find communities where you can thrive and grow. And we have put many people through the terminal and helped them to become acclimated to the blockchain and find communities where they need to be.
Oh wow,
then I also co-founded Ladies of Hive with Silver Saver 888. And Ladies of Hive has been going now for over 4.5 years. And it's a space for women to be active on the blockchain. And we do have a weekly contest, which we are very happy to have gentlemen write for the contest too. We've had many gentlemen enter, and they've won prizes. And the weekly contest, it really is a couple of writing prompts, questions that pretty much anybody can write about. And it's just a fun thing, and it helps to hold the community together. And then I'm involved in several other communities as well, like Silver Gold Stackers, who like to collect old silver coins and other precious metals, and the Alliance, and I'm on Pimp Your Post Thursday with Shadows Pub, and so forth and so on. Just so many good things to do.
Oh, that's great. You've got a lot of things you are engaged on the Hive blockchain. That's good to know. And you're doing a really great job. And I'm so impressed and so, I can't say proud of you, but then I'm so happy to see how hardworking you are, and I respect you so much. Well done, Kitty Girl. Well done. Thank you so much for sharing out these experiences.
Well, thank you so much for those compliments. I appreciate it. And I do try to make Hive a better place. I do enjoy answering questions and helping people and seeing people grow and do their projects and, with happiness and joy. That really means a lot to me.
Thank you so much. I'm really pleased for you. Thank you so much. So what can you say right now about onboarding new members to the Hive blockchain? Do you feel the Hive blockchain should focus more on managing the people they have currently on the Hive blockchain, or continue letting people come on board? Because right now I feel like the Hive blockchain is, as a community, is not fully handling all their members. So what can you say about that?
Well, I think we probably could do a better job with helping the onboarded users to learn their way around. There's so many times people join the blockchain, and of course, you can only do a few things each day until you've run out of resource credits. And you get more resource credits by having more Hive power or having someone delegate Hive to you. And I think the people who onboard should be doing that. They should be recognizing that deficiency and delegating to the people that they've onboarded until they can kind of become established. And that's one of the things the terminal does, is we have a little bit of Hive power that we can delegate to newbies until they kind of earn a little bit of their own Hive power and get it staked, But there probably should be a little bit more tutorials or things to help orient users to the blockchain. I think we're a little bit deficient in that category. But the terminal is trying to help, and there's other incentives on Hive that are helping as well, but we need more. We can't keep up with all of the people that are onboarded now.
Yeah, that's true. That's so true. Thank you so much for sharing out your own point of view of this. I've been curious to ask. So far so good. Thank you so much for sharing out.
Well, and another thing too is, a lot of people find out about Hive not through a friend, but through a YouTube video, or they see Hive listed on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap or whatever, and so they come on to the blockchain and there is no user that's bringing them in. And I think those people are kind of falling through the cracks, not getting enough delegations to get started as well. So, yeah, it's one other thing we should be aware of.
Yeah, that's so true. Concerning what you just said right now, I would like to point out some things out of it. So for people that found out about the Hive blockchain through probably a Web2 space, or probably through a social media handle or so, and then they find themselves, they found their way into the Hive blockchain, do you think they should be given grace to still find themselves around? Because many of them are not so used to the blockchain, and some of them trespasses against the rule of the blockchain. Do you think they should still give them that grace to find themselves, rather than just downvoting them like that?
Well, we do have some tools like that available. It's just that a lot of people aren't aware of them. Like, if you go to hive.blog, there is an FAQ, frequently asked questions, that will tell a lot about how Hive works. But so few people seem to read it for some reason. And people that join through Ecency or PeakD or other avenues, may not even realize that Hive.blog is there with that awesome FAQ. Now, the FAQ is out of date, true, It was written several years ago. Things have changed a little bit since then, and it has not been updated, but they are working on that. There's a team of people that are looking at rewriting that and bringing it up to date. But most of what's in there is still true and can help people. So, folks just need to go to hive.blog and look at the FAQ. But we do have a lot of resources in the terminal as well that will help new users out if people will come in there. And then, there's, like I said, other initiatives on the blockchain too. The Newbies Guide, which I can give you a link to that if you want, and that tells a lot of things about getting started on Hive. But we just need to get more of those resources out there and let people know, hey, here's where you can learn.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing out, because a lot of people has fallen into this trap, and at the end of the day, they feel like they are not wanted, not knowing that they went astray on some rules of the community. Some of them have come and gone without knowing some of these rules. So probably if there's a way Hive can go about adding these rules while trying to open the account for them, I think it will be way better. Or what do you think about that?
Oh, I totally agree with that. And another thing that we probably ought to do too is to let people know that crypto prices are going up and down all the time, just like the stock market does. And the thing to do with crypto is when the price is low, a lot of people leave the platform. They say, oh, it's not worth anything, I don't want to stay here. But that is the best time to blog and earn, because if you write a really good post and you earn a lot on it, then you're going to get more Hive to pay you for that post. You're going to be getting a lot of rewards. And then when the price does go back up, you're going to be set. So when the price is low, that's the best time to be active on the chain. That's not the time to leave. And we need to let more people know that.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Thank you so much for sharing out. So how has been your journey as a witness so far on the Hive blockchain? Can you tell us about it?
Well, I'm not one of the witnesses. I'm just a project leader, but I think the journey has been good. It's there's been so many projects that have been launched on Hive, so many good initiatives. We've seen a lot of development on Hive. There have been communities launched, games have been launched. We've got all of these swap tools now that we didn't have years ago that make, quickly converting Hive to HBD and HBD back to Hive a possibility. You can also swap out Bitcoin. We've got the Bitcoin Lightning network integrated with Hive now via an app, the V4V app, and there's just been so much going on. It's hard to keep up with it all, and I think the journey has been remarkable the last few years, watching all of this stuff grow and bloom like a garden. It's been fantastic.
Oh wow, that's so great. Thank you so much for sharing all this experience, and I really do appreciate. And I'm sure a lot of people have learned a lot from what you've been saying so far, and it's a pleasure to have you here once more. Thank you so much for coming up.
Well, thank you for inviting me. I do appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. So a lot of people here, another question. A lot of people are not so aware of the importance of having a good reputation on Hive blockchain. Can you put us through and tell us the importance of having a good reputation on the Hive blockchain and more?
Well, a good reputation is something people need, I think, everywhere in life. And there's so many people that they look at the internet as a place to go where they can do some stuff, and then they leave the internet and go back to the real world. But I don't think they understand that, your account on the internet, whether you're on Facebook or Hive or anywhere else, is an extension of you. And you need to be aware of that and not do bad things, not plagiarize, copy other people's work, and so forth and so on. And it really can destroy your reputation, online if you're not very careful with it. And we do have a reputation system in place where you get a number on the blockchain, but I really don't think that system is very viable, and a lot of people agree that it's broken. We need to put a different system into place, but there's a little bit of disagreement as to how we should implement that. But that'll be an ongoing thing. But just everyone, I think, needs to remember that your online life is an extension of your real world life, and so, be kind to others, help other people, do what you can, spread the joy and positivity around, and it'll come back to you manyfold.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Thank you so much for sharing out. It's a pleasure to listen and hear all this word of wisdom coming from you. Thank you so much for sharing out.
Oh, certainly.
So, what do you think? Do you have something to say about old members who have been active on the Hive blockchain and has left on a while? What do you think would be the cause and why they leave most times?
Well, there's a lot of different reasons people might leave. I think some people have a tendency to look for greener pastures, and instead of helping to cultivate what we've got here, they see some other cryptos launched on some other chain, and it might be better than Hive, so they take off and go do that. Whereas if they could just cultivate what we have and help us all to make it better, it would be good. But other things in the real world, like there's one woman who left the platform a couple of years ago. We didn't see her for a while. She's just returned, and come to find out she had cancer, and she beat it, which was good. But health issues will take people away from Hive. There's another woman who left Hive a couple of years ago, and she and her husband were building their own house. So they've been busy doing that. So other things can take people away too, but if they really are dedicated, they'll come back, like the lady who beat cancer and did.
Yeah, I agree with you. But do you think if I've set up, what do you think about Hive setting up a system that checks in on people? What do you think about that? Because some people are not active on Hive, probably due to a life challenges, and everyone is actually going.
Well, that wouldn't be a bad idea, really, I guess, to have a system that would contact people via email or something periodically. Hey, we haven't seen you in a while. Are you okay? Maybe even have a poll that they could answer, that, I'm planning to come back soon, or I'm having health issues, or whatever. It would be kind of nice to know sometimes why these people leave. But I don't know, some people might think that's intrusive to have an email address or something. But I don't know. It's something to think about, at least.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, and I feel like with this way we get to keep more people, and then they feel more loved and also wanted. So that's from my own end. So thank you so much, Kitty Girl. Can you give out a shout out to some people?
Well, there's so many people on the blockchain I could shout out to, and I don't want to miss anyone. But definitely, I would put Shadows Pub up there. She has been on the blockchain since 2016, even longer than some of us. She joined about a year before I did, and she's been doing so much. Pimp Your Post Thursday is wonderful. It's a good way for people to get more eyes on their posts, to make friends, network, and have fun. Pimp Your Post Thursday, I just can't say enough good things about it. And I love the user Ingenuity. It's spelled engine and witty, so a lot of people say it Ingenuity instead of Ingenuity, but Witty's been on the blockchain for a long time too. He founded the Alliance, which is a community that was established before a lot of the other communities on Hive. And he's launched the Pimp token, which is a good investment, I think, for people to get into Pimp, you know. Gosh, who else? There's just so many good projects and devs and people out there. You know, the Keychain group, the Peak D group. You know, Peak D gave us a really good interface for logging into Hive and doing a lot of stuff. There was also the Ecency group that had the very first ever mobile app for the blockchain. That was groundbreaking, and it's still going today. People that use Ecency or Peak D can have a really good experience on mobile because of those two teams. And yeah, there's just so many others there. You know, a lot of people work behind the scenes. You never see them, like Candlef, GTG, and Block Trades, and Crimson Clad, and Guilty Parties. You know, they were all really big in forking Hive from Steam, and they tirelessly work behind the scenes, keeping things going. Oh my gosh, Eco Instant. He's been doing a lot of podcasts lately and helping people to connect with other people. Gosh, I could just go on and on and on. We've got a lot of good folks on Hive.
That's really amazing. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate all of this time you shared with me. It's nice to have you on stage. Thank you so much, Kitty Girl. And I really do appreciate your comment. Thank you so much once more.
Well, you're very welcome, and I appreciate your asking me to give my opinion on things. It's wonderful. I hope it helps some folks.
It's my pleasure. And with this, we've come to the end of the show with the Kitty Girl. Thank you so much, the Kitty Girl. I really do appreciate once more. And I love you genuinely. I'm your big fan. Thank you so much, Kitty Girl. And God bless you.
Thank you. Blessings to you too.
Have a great day and a great week ahead. Thank you so much.